I called him back.
Every and Dana R. Cormier, and we are not available to take your call. If you please leave your name, phone number, to brief message, we will be sure to get back to you. Thank you.
Do you understand?
Oh, you hung up on me, sir. I was trying to tell you, you called me up while I was doing a live law radio international broadcast. I was trying to explain to you that you're on the radio and that you're live and you're on the air. That's what I was trying to explain to you. And you better believe,
oh, his message, his message machine ended.
It was an interesting conversation, and I'm sure the people who listen to my show are really going to say, wow, this is interesting.
This one it sounded like the prosecutor I was talking to, not Frank's attorney.
It sure did.
Yeah, usually screw this guy.
Yeah, it sure did.
Sexual aggravation to my daughter, and I'm actually trying to help a man that I barely know. And,
that's what I said to the
I have
prosecutor.
no duty and obligation to help Frank. My duty and obligation is to my daughter. Frank's just a man my mom married.
You see what I'm telling the attorney on the cell phone? I said, look, I barely know Frank from a hole in the wall. I said, I have a duty and obligation to my daughter. I said, my first concern is my daughter's safety and welfare, yet I'm helping Frank, who I barely know, from a hole in the wall. I said, because it's my, you know, I'm trying to help an innocent man. If I thought Frank really done this, obviously I'd help you throw him under the bus. I wouldn't be going this nutty for somebody who actually did all this stuff to my daughter. I said, you know, my first concern is my daughter's safety, not Frank. And I said, I can't believe I have to convince his attorney to work for him.
He has nothing to me. He means nothing to me. My daughter means everything to me. And I'm trying to show that he's an innocent man until I can find proof of his guilt. Now, you're supposed to be his lawyer. And I hope you understand that you just exploded like this on a radio show. That's what I was trying to tell you. Have a nice day. I'm sure some listeners will be glad to ask you some questions. Have a nice day. If you want to come on my show and explain what the outburst was about, feel free to call me back. I'll put you live on air.
Please tell me he called you back.
No, it's funny. The people on the show started calling him. They said, like, laughing. I said, hang on, guys. I'm trying to keep laughing.
Were you able to hear that?
Oh, I was talking to people on the chat board. I said, can anybody hear it? So people start typing.
Was anybody able to hear that?
I said, I hope I got this guy recorded. I hope I got him recorded.
I unmuted everybody, man.
Can anybody answer me?
Oh, cool. Oh, cool.
So like I said, yeah, I heard him momentarily.
Oh, man, did you hear me call him back? And tell him, hey, man, you're on an international law radio
because
show.
I had his phone next to the radio, you know, trying to talk to him like this. And
I can't wait for him to listen to that
message. Clear came across.
Did you hear me say, well, you're more than free to call me back and explain to the audience what that little outburst was about?
Did he ever come in?
His name is Dana.
Yeah, it was funny.
Why don't you guys call him up, man? And say, yeah, I just heard you on the radio. Leave a message on the answer machine. That'd be funny. Let me see what it's up.
It was funny. So many people that text messaging me say, I just heard your show today, and I called him, I called him.
His name, it'll pop up. Yeah, why don't you guys all call just for shits and giggles? Say, I'm calling from the UK. I'm calling from New Zealand. I'm calling from Sri Lanka. Hey, Vital could call and say, I'm calling from Lisbon, Portugal. Say some Portuguese shit to him. And say, did I just hear you have an outburst on the phone, you know, trying to help Frank Russo, and, you know, so that's too funny.
He sure didn't sound like the damn...
His name is Dana. Call me, yeah.
You want it all? No, I just turned down a little bit. Most of these people are starting to dial. But no, this is what I'm trying to say is that, because like I said, I don't know if anybody really realizes what happened with my kid, what they're taking in the first place.
Oh, yeah, you guys, do you know how to do what I do? I'm on mute.
This is actually from the state's statement, finally, of how my child was taken. And it took me 6 years to get this. And it says, following a hearing back in 2001, August 24th, the court, pursuant to an agreement between the DHR and the parents, found that my son was dependent and ordered him to be placed in shelter care. It said pursuant to an agreement. And so they said that me and the wife, the mom, agreed to place him in shelter care, not due to abuse and neglect, due to an agreement. And it's funny that he went on to say that the mother signed a safety plan, which the worker read out loud. It can be found on page 40, 41, 42, and called, declined to read it, or sign the safety plan. And the only problem with that is the safety plan, oh, that was out of the truck. The safety plan pertains to another child from another family before my son was even born. They were stuck somebody else's safety plan, and the case file said, this is the mom and the dad agreeing to place the newborn boy in shelter care. And it said, when you see the original, the actual shelter care for the other child, it's a 2-year-old girl who's supposed to live with her grandma in the park. It's nothing to do with my son. It's nothing to do with the house. So I said to the state, I said, this is how you did this for 6 years, you're in charge of abuse and neglect, because like I said, I went to the sheriff's park, nothing. I went to the district attorney's office, nothing. They said the mom signed a safety plan. And they had some old 80-year-old lady, Morgan Mangina, sign into her apartment, a 3-year-old girl had her custody. I said, what's this? And the state said to me back in 2009, what's it going to take to settle Mr. Lentz? And I said, I don't know what I'm entitled for, so I'm not going to bother proposing anything because I don't know what I could ask for. So my sister's like, take the money, take the money. And I put the phone on mute and my pickup truck said, shut up, fuck up. You know, so, you know, she was just like, we could use money. I said, just stop. I said, if we take $1 million, I said, guess what? They made $6 million. They made $1 million a year holding my kid because he was a class 5 Downs child. I said, they're going to walk away with $5 million and they're going to keep doing this to other Downs kids. I said, we're not going to take a settlement. We're going to end this once and for all. We're done. No more.
Yes.
So it was pretty funny.
Doesn't matter if it's $10,000.
She said, take the money, take the money.
The good thing
Did this lawyer ever call you back?
Was that he got shook up. He said he'd give the money back.
Yeah, but the big thing is I wanted him to tell me Frank wants his money back, bottom line, that's all he wants. He said he'll get another lawyer, he'll do qualified to work, anything, but he said my attorney, he said that attorney guy hasn't called him or talked to him
what he does. What I'm saying, Frank needs to get his damn money back. That's 15 grand.
So they're interested in is
And the guy has another damn thing. And
Yeah, that's all he wants. So if the attorney tries to say, I never said I'd give Frank back his money.
Because I tried to say to him,
Can you imagine a vampire giving back the blood? How pissed off he's going to be? You gotta, oh no, did I say I'd give it back his blood if he wanted his blood money back? Oh no.
You got it right there.
Right there, his whole world listen. You know, well, what are you going to do now, pal?
Damages, there's no damages where it could
He said you give him 15, you give his money back, give his money back.
Was she raped? Was she actually any physical?
Because like I said to the attorney, I said, look, I said, Frank means nothing to me. He's a guy who sleeps with my mom on the weekends.
He's like, well,
I mean, nothing to me. You're my daddy. You know, he's a few years old. Oh, fucking this guy. Yes. That's what my daughter means already. I realized you fucking did something. I'd be the #1 fucking man in this guy.
He wouldn't be allowed to go to trial anyway.
That's what I said. I said, how's it going to look when daddy is sitting next to Grandpa? Saying my kid's a fucking
it's the same thing that fucking that guy
how's it going to look? I said, boy, you love your grandpa. I said, I can't stand the fucking guy. I said, I'll give you a list of shit that this fucking guy did to me back in the 80s when he was on drugs. You know, the list of fucking doing drugs, never coming home. I was having to take care of the 2 kids. He popped out my mom. You know, my mom trying to chase him around for his paycheck.
You still
I
want
had
the
to
money?
fucking support these fuckers.
But you can't make a law that I can't.
So I'm gonna look, he changed, you know, once he moved to Virginia, in New York, holy shit. He was a bodyguard.
Private laws,
Once he came down here to Virginia, he said, now you can live
they
with me.
can't cross the
Well,
threshold,
New
they
York
can't
with his
cross
brothers
the
and the accountants, oh, he was,
they can't do it. So that's what I'm saying to the attorney guy, let's make a fucking claim that it happened in a private, not in the fucking public. The government has no standing, the dad and the daughter has standing in a civil action against the Russos, and that's it. That's all the action that could arise.
see, that's what I was
And he knew exactly where I was fucking going. So the state attorney, did anybody call this guy yet?
I can call him right now. I'm ready to go. I can stand back from a foreign land.
Yeah, it's funny. It's funny, the guy, like I said with the guy, the attorney knew where I was going with this. I said, the state has no standing. And I get so many people out of problems like that because it happened in the private, like growing pot in your house. I got a guy in Chicago with that. He said, where did he do it? in the public or the private.
That's the domestic authority, right?
And the domestic violence things too. That was the West Virginia guy. Right. Did it happen in the private or the public? We said to the, especially with domestic violence thing, we wrote a letter to the county assessor or county commissioner's office, and we said, whatever the bill is for the police coming out and helping me and my family in this time of crisis, we appreciate it. Can you send us the bill and we'll pay for the policeman's time in the 911 operation time? And the fucking county wrote back that that's why you pay taxes, and we can't send you a bill because that's part of your taxes that you pay every year. So we settled the debt to society. So then we basically asked the state, since there is no debt to society, where does the state standing? Where do you stand? How do you stand in this case when there's no debt to pay back to society? This is a personal matter between me and my wife and private. So thank you for your assistance and everything, but have a nice day. And the state sent him a letter saying we will not prosecute. You know, he got to fight with 3 cops in his house and stunned and all that crap. Jesus. But that's where that basically went.
I'm listening.
Yeah, so this English guy called up. It was funny.
How do I merge this stuff? I think it's merging already. I can't hear you ringing.
There's Ed calling merge.
This is funny. Listen, this.
And what's his name again?
Dana.
Dana?
Dana, yeah, like the girl's name, Dana.
Oh, sorry, can you hear it?
Yeah, I hear it. Cool.
Alright, be quiet.
Voicemail. You've reached the law of Dana R. Cormier, and we are not available to take your call. If you please leave your name, phone number, and a brief message, we will be sure to get back to you. Thank you.
Hi Dana, it's Anthony here. I'm just calling from the UK. I was just listening to a radio show with my little son who's interested in studying law, and I heard quite an outburst which unfortunately I had to cover my son's ears while he was listening to it. So I just wanted to let you know that it seems a bit unprofessional that the way that you're acting to a very noble and kind law educator such as Karl Lentz, and just wanted to make you aware that I'm not very happy and not very pleased. Maybe you could phone back to Karl and speak to him in a bit more courteous manner and open a dialogue with him so that obviously you don't come into confrontation in the future. Much love. See you later.
Much love. That's funny as shit. So like I said, there's people keep text messaging me and emailing me saying that they're leaving email messages on this guy's cell phone, you know, on this guy's message machine. The same thing happened with the newspaper people. When I went to the newspaper and I said, do you want to see the video of Michael Rowan saying he's got the pictures and he got the proof, and then he sworn out a warrant for Frank's arrest. And there is no pictures and there is no proof. Last Thursday, it was proven in court there was no pictures and there was no proof. Will you run the story that Frank, the police officer, lied? He says,
Are they allowed to lie, Carl?
Well, I talked, this was to the press, this was to the news leader, Virginia newspaper. I said, are you going to run and say that Michael lied about this? He said, absolutely not. I said, but I have the video where it clearly says he's handcuffing Frank and putting him in the car. I've got the pictures, I got the proof, and I'm going to come back with the pictures and the proof and show you in a little while. What part of that is not a lie? I said, so if he's saying that to me, and he's issuing warrants and putting this man in jail and getting him in front of a bond hearing, and they're holding him indefinitely for these heinous crimes of child pornography, why can't you run a story saying that has been proven to be false? He said, I'm not going to do it until the trial's all done. I said, why don't you at least investigate Michael Rowan and put this out there as fast as you put Frank's case out there. Maybe Michael Rowan has done this to 5 guys, 500 guys, 5,000 guys. Maybe there's other people that Michael lied and said that he had kiddie porn and child pornography on their computers, and maybe they didn't. Because it's funny, when we were sitting in the sheriff's office, Vital said to me, a mom and a wife was listening to me talking to the sheriff's department, and they said, wow, my husband's up here right now, and her son was up here, for a computer that had kiddie porn on it. But what the police department was doing is this kiddie porn has been on this computer for 6 years. So what they're doing is they're putting it on Craigslist and selling it. And the next guy who gets it, they're charging him, so the IP address, thought it up, arresting him, and saying there's kiddie porn on it. So every time they sell it on Craigslist to a new guy, you know, there's kitty porn on your computer. So they're coming to your house and arresting you.
I heard you in the sheriff's office at Mike.
Oh, you did? Yeah. But then that's
Is
just
it?
funny.
Mike?
Yeah,
Mike?
Vital was,
It is.
Vital asked, the mom and the wife said that their husband, or their husband and their son was in jail right now, and they wanted to talk to the sheriff's department about this, that they found out that that computer's been sold back and forth to other people for the last 6 years, and the same porn was on it for the last 6 years.
Incredible.
Right, so how are you gonna know that there's porno on a computer you just bought? But you're using it, the police can see that you're using it, getting emails back and forth, whatever, and they fucking just follow the IP address and lock you up for buying a used computer with porno on it and not doing anything about it. But how did you know there was porno on your computer? See, when I worked for Sony and I worked for Dell Computers back in 1998, you know, most people would call me up and ask me all kinds of, you know, computer questions unless it was a young guy. And the young guy would say to me, hey, if I have porno on my computer, because back then it was like dancing baby, it was like a naked dancing baby. He said, if people would ask me, if I get any kind of like porno on my computer, like that's illegal, could I get arrested? I said, absolutely, you could get arrested. Yeah, see, here's my old, this is real brittle. Here's my old 1998, getting the convex, tech support, the SoftBank's IBM, back in 1998.
Yeah, I remember talking about that.
Yeah, see, but this is what it is.
Oh, that's what I do.
Oh, shit.
Yeah. So you know what convex is, and you know what SoftBank is. Yeah, see, that's what I did. Yeah, that's why I was a computer guy back in the 90s. See, computer guy. Way back in the 1990s. See? See, computer guy back in the 1990s. That was my...
I used to build computers. I used to go to Comdex down in Atlanta.
Oh, no, this was out in Vegas, the big one.
Yeah.
But,
That's too far for me to go.
Yeah, I lived out there. I worked for them out there.
Yeah.
Oh, there's mom without a driver's license. That's funny. You know, Las Vegas driver's license. But anyway, the number one question that younger people would ask me is, what kind of trouble can I get into having porno on my computers? I said, you're going to get arrested. There's no doubt about it. And they're going to try to scare the living Jesus out of you. The only problem for the government to actually convict you is you have to have a third-party impartial witness that can verify that they saw you looking at it, that you knew it was there, and you failed to do something about it. Now, as long as somebody's not looking over your shoulder, I don't mean your mom, I don't mean your wife who's pissed off at you, I don't mean your sister, your brother who hates you to death. A third-party impartial witness has to come to court and say that you downloaded it, you viewed it, and you didn't do anything to report it. That's how you get convicted. If you just say, yeah, I had, you know, on my computer. Well, in court, just like the O.J. Simpson case, you need a motive, you need a witness, you need the body, and you need the weapon. Well, they had the motive, they didn't have the weapon, they had the body, and they didn't have a witness. They have no witness and no weapon.
One naked stool.
They had two, the body and motive.
Okay, good.
He hated that she was cheating on him, and they had the dead body. The case should have never been brought to trial ever. It's ridiculous. You've got to get the 4 legs before you can even move it into court. And they had none. I mean, it's funny, some old black lady who you could see watches Price is Right every day, for Oprah every day, one of the jury members said, after 30 days, every single one of us in the jury knew they were never going to convict O.J. Simpson without a witness. Murder 1 needs a witness, murder 2 don't. They should have went for murder 2. Not murder 1, but Marsha Clark wanted to make a name for herself. They should have just said, hey, let's go murder 2. That way we don't need a witness. But O.J. will be out in 30 years. Oh no, this guy's going to fry. We're going to give him life. We're going to go for murder 1. Oh really? Without a witness, Marsha? I think you're going to do that. I think that's why they dragged the trial on for so long. So they were hoping somebody, some clown, like say some trailer trash who hates black guys, said, me and my wife were passing through Brentwood that day, and we saw this man chop this one piece, and she'll swear to it, and I'll swear to it. They're hoping somebody would do that just to be in a limelight for a little while. You'd make every TV station on the world. So O.J.'s in jail for life. Maybe they find out you weren't in Brentwood. Maybe you're lying about the whole damn thing, but so what? You had your 5 minutes of fame on TV, what's they going to get you? For perjury? What's that going to do? You know, slap you on the wrist? What we do? That's what we do.
Carl.
Oh, appreciate it. Hey.
I enjoyed it.
All right.
Thank you, sir. Be careful going home.
Hey, Brian, did you have to go right away? Because I thought you were going to ask that question about the IRS.
I gotta go.
I was talking about you and the sheriff's office. You can see that.
Oh yeah, IRS question, we can do that some other day. This is just to kind of tell people what I do, you know what I'm saying?
Mike wanted to talk to you behind closed doors in the back.
Yeah. Sheriff's office. Who's that?
When you were at the sheriff's office.
What's that?
When you were at the sheriff's office about Frank,
Right?
and he wanted to talk to you behind closed
Oh,
doors.
yeah, yeah, you saw that video? I said, not in your life, pal. I was born yesterday, I'm from New York, pal. We're gonna do this out in the public. This is a public building, but
I ain't going nowhere with you.
I ain't crazy enough to walk in. I seen what you did to Frank. You know you're gonna do that to me.
Right.
I said I jumped for a gun in my shoe and you had to put me down, you know. I was reaching for something. You know, buddy, that ain't gonna fucking happen. I'm born fucking yesterday.
And
I
some
got
of them will do it.
And I said, I got 3 fucking video cameras rolling right now. We're going out there in the public. He said, there ain't no damn way. I'm walking behind any
Is that
damn
that
door.
video that was online?
I'm sure it is.
Yeah.
The one with your mom?
Yeah. His mom
Yeah,
said.
he said, I just need to come in the back room, sign some papers. Nah, it's, buddy, I was born yesterday. We're going to do that in public. And then when I said to Vital, I said, I got one even better. Get me back home. Get me home. And Vital was like, no, let's see how you're going to do your magic here. I said, no, Vital, it's going to be a lot better. Home, get me home. So Vital's going like 1 mile an hour to the parking lot. I said, you prick, son of a bitch. Make believe your car's on fire. Get me home. Let them do it on my land. And watch how I handle them as guests on my land. Let them issue it to me on my land. And watch what I can do with them. That's going to be a lot more fun. I said, I can hold them indefinitely on my land. They're trespassers. They come on trespassers. You know, I can handle them a whole lot different than them handling me in the public parking lot. Vital didn't realize where I was going with this. I said, this one's chicken shit. This is easy. Handling in the parking lot. Let's go to my land. And show them, you ain't going nowhere, pal. What? You're on my land now. You're on the rest. You ain't going nowhere. You're going to stay right where you are. You know, now you're on my land. You're under my jurisdiction. You're under my control. Take your weapons and put them on the ground. See what they're going to do. Then videotape that. That's going to be a fun one. See if they're going to comply.
Yeah, it was funny.
That would have been a lot more fun than getting the paperwork signed in the parking lot. If Vital didn't know where I was going with it, he just want to say, let me see Cole do his magic out of this. No, dude, the only one I'm going to do is accept orders. Take me to my land, and I'll show you what happens when an armed invasion force comes onto private land. And them thinking that they're going to fucking come on with guns and weapons onto my land. Watch how I'm going to talk to them totally different than talking to them in the public where they have jurisdiction. They don't have jurisdiction. It's private. Let them come onto private land without a warrant. Uninvited. They're my guests.
What did he do? Did he throw you under the bus?
Who?
The guy who was driving.
He just thought I was going to pull some magic shit. He said, I just want to see how you take an order. I said, let's take an order on the private land. Taking an order in the public is boring. I say, is that an order? He said, okay, fine. Is that an order? Okay, fine. That's another order. Good. I love taking orders. That's all I did. I said, let's take it onto the private land. Let them bring the public into the private without a warrant. Right. Let them fucking walk into my land and fucking tell me to sign this and sign that. Oh, yeah, really? Now you're going to order me. Hey, Gus. Not too bad. Yeah, I'm talking to a whole bunch of folks down here in Tennessee right now. Oh, good. Then you know where I'm at. Okay, well they made a videotape of it, so I'll just put the videotape up. Okay? Oh, I appreciate it. Yeah, well I got a 3-4 hour ride back home, man, so I'll call you up when I'm on my way back home. Maybe we'll do something there. All right, I appreciate it, man. All right, take care. Always let Gus get the last word. Always let him get to say bye-bye. Always. I don't think he knows that I do that. Well, now the video's running, he'll know.
You want me to turn this off now?
No, you just keep running as long as the video's
Carl,
on
will
this
you
one.
go quickly over a short list of basics filing a claim? Please, just something simple.
Okay. Yeah, and what do you want to do with the claim?
Maybe give you a scenario?
Before the claim? Okay. Okay. The one I always do all the time is It's as simple as it. I, Tarzan, she, Jane, Jane steal bone, give back bone. That's a perfect lawsuit. It gives you the court, it gives you the caption, it gives you the claim, it gives you the trespass of the wrong, it gives you the order. That's it. That's all you need. So when I did 8-word lawsuit like that in England, and I said to the clerk at the Royal Courts of Justice, I said, I guarantee if you go back to the history of England, that is the shortest claim that's ever been filed in the Royal Courts of Justice or any place in the Commonwealth. I guarantee it. 8 words. Gave it the perfect lawsuit in Bali. You know, I, man, claims wrong trespass.
Right.
You know, breach, seize the day. That was it.
2 parties.
There you go. There's the 2 parties. I, Tarzan, she, Jane. Jane steal bone, give back bone.
There's your order.
There's your order. Give back bone. There's the trespass. There's the parties.
Now, who do you give that to?
Court clerk.
Civil clerk or
Yeah, civil clerk. That's it.
county clerk?
It's court clerk. And like I said, if this happened in the public, then you could give it to the prosecutor, the sheriff's department, and they could see if they want to move on it, and you know, on your behalf as a citizen of the city, or the citizen of the state, or the citizen of the country, you could give it to them and say, look, I'm one of the citizens, and she's a citizen. You have jurisdiction over us. Put her in a jail cell. Go Judeo on her. I'm going Christian on it. I just want black what's mine.
What's that?
What, down here?
Yeah, something wrong.
Wrongdoing.
Wrong to steal.
Oh, trespass. The
Trespass.
trespass is the trespass is simple. It's wrong to steal. She knows it's wrong. I know it's wrong. Everybody knows it's freaking wrong. The order is give it back. Take that bone. So when judges see that, they go, not much for us to work with here. Stealing's wrong, and okay, get back to bone. Not many loopholes, you know. You can't tell me, well, what is your definition of is? Like I say to people, when I get a piece of paperwork from the court, and especially poor Sean over there, he gets all this paperwork, he reading all this stuff. I say, Sean, read it to me. Let me see, it says is. I said, stop right there. What? Stop right there. What's is? What's is? That's the first thing on a document. It says is, Carl. I'm reading the document, Carl. I'm reading the document, dude. No, let's stop at is. Who wrote is? Who wrote it? I don't know, some prosecuting guy. Okay, what does he believe the word is means? Huh? He wrote it. I don't know what is means to him. Is means this means is to me. And that means this to me. This means that to me. And this means what to me? I'm not in this man's mind. So this is going to take an awful long time because I'm going to go over word by word by word by word, and he's going to define for me, to my satisfaction, what the word is means. And until I'm satisfied, I'm not working. I'm not going to the next word, which means is this. I don't know what the word this means. Where's he getting that from? And see, this is what I tell people all the time. I should have done that for the other guy here too. The word idiot. It's a Greek word. It means outsider, stranger. That's what it means. Somebody who lacks a professional trade. Somebody who's not within society. Somebody who doesn't know the rules. So when I go to court and they say to me, well, what are you stupid? No, I'm just an idiot. I'm a man and I'm an idiot. Is this some sort of legal matter? Yeah. Is this a legal word? Yeah. I don't speak legalese, Chinese, Japanese, Nipponese. I don't speak Japanese. Japanese is a national language, but you're not. Why ain't there? I said, I don't speak any of these foreign tongues. I said, I'm not a legal person. I'm sorry. I wish to be of aid and assistance to my fellow man. Is there a man over here who I could aid and assist at this time where we all these legal persons, which I'm not a member of the legal society, so unfortunately, I can't aid and assist this court at this time. But if there's a man who's going to come forth and claim a trespass or wrong, I'd be more than glad, to fulfill his order and compensate him for any loss. And if there is a man, I wish he'd pretend to meet the order way before today, so I could have compensated him on the private side before we had to bring it to this lovely public forum. And they go, oh, fuck. It's that simple, bless you, man. But it's that simple. I thought I was answering James to the bone, keep that bone. Perfect lawsuit, full, whole, and complete. No loopholes, no is. Nobody's going to argue. Does anybody know what the word steal means? Does anybody know what the word bone means? Does anybody know what Jane means? Tell me you don't know what give it back means.
And they know exactly what you're doing when you do that too, don't they?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. I mean, I could do something like this, and I could just say, I swear all herein be true, and I could just hand a judge this, and I'd be done. because it's whatever's there is what I believe is there. But no matter what I write, only I know what I'm writing. You think you know what I'm writing. You don't have a fucking clue what I'm writing. So I just do this and I say, oh, it's here and swear and truth. And the judge say, yeah, cute, really funny. Tell me I'm lying.
Because every word you're using can have multiple
Fucking
meanings.
mean whatever the hell it means to me, dude. There's got to be a meaning of the minds. Like I said, whatever I started doing this kind of stuff. Or I started doing this, writing in Arabic. All hear and be true. What, you tell me that's not true, Judge? Don't you know my language?
You're supposed to
Believe me, I'll verify that in open court. You just bring it forth and I'll prove it's true. Don't you worry what it
use a
says.
blue pen.
Yeah, don't you worry what it says. Don't you worry what that is. It's kind of blue. It's magenta blue. But that's what I'm saying. The whole trick is to get somebody to recognize that and to respond to it, to answer to it. It's hilarious that everybody's answering these things, because what's funny is you guys, it's funny when you got some paperwork in school, you got this crap. You got A+ and the smiley faces, man.
I didn't.
And you guys got go, but you guys always strive for them.
I didn't.
Yeah, but see, that's what I'm saying. I realized what the hell was going on.
I got kicked out.
No, because like I said, it was funny. When I was in 5th grade, there was a German lady who was my teacher, and this was her name. Miss Haig, H-A-A-G, German lady. She had me reading the most ridiculous books, Tolstoy, and all these ridiculous books that it was about as heavy as I was at that time. And we were in these dark classrooms and lights, and me and these eggheads were reading these books. And I look out the window, and looking at all my buddies playing football, you know, like tackle football, no pads, no. So we're kids, 5th grade, you know, playing football. And I said to my teacher, why can't I go outside and play with my friends? She said, well, you're not done reading, and they are. And I'm looking outside, these guys are a bunch of morons. What do you mean they're done reading? This freaking book, there's no way. These clowns have finished reading. She said, yeah, they're done reading. I said, there's no way. They're done reading their books, yeah. And then I said to myself, I said to my friends, can I see your books? And they showed me the books like See Spot Run. I said, holy shit. That's all I got to do? Is read that book and I could go outside and play too? Oh, I love sunshine. I hate being in this building. I love being on the phone. So I said, holy crap, how do I get outside? So I started dumbing down. I went, you know, I was like up here in the 90-something, I fucking hit bottom so fast it wasn't even funny. I went, oh yeah, I'm going straight down to the bottom. I'm going to see Spot Run, be done reading that book in 5 minutes, and I'm going to be the first one out the yard playing. And that's exactly what I did. By the time I was in 8th grade, I was like on the special ed bus. Oh yeah, that's where the fun was, man. Oh yeah, I figured it out real quick. And that's what I told the psychiatrist guy. I said, look, my mom and we're going to find the angle, we're going to work it. I said, she's going to find the angle, she's going to work it. You're giving her balloon rides, unicorns, ice cream, cupcake hugs. She ain't never going to leave that mental institution. I said, you better treat her like crap. Or enjoy her. She's a nice, quiet kid. She's not going to give you no crap. Just keep feeding her balloon rides, pony rides, cotton candy, and ice cream. She'll live with you for the rest of her life. I said, it's up to you. I said, I'm just giving you fair warning. This is what you're into. He's like, gotcha. Next day she was discharged. They want to keep her 2 weeks. Next day, no. They said, the doctor said she's discharged.
Go home.
Go home. Go back to the fucking social service. Go back to telehealth. Because that's what I told him. I said, she's going to milk it. She's going to be just like me. She goes, how do I get outside and play? Oh, from reading Tolstoy to See Spot Run? Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. She knows the magic ticket. She knows how to get what she wants. She's going to do it. I said, I know her. I said, she's just like a mama. She's just like a daddy. We're all assholes. She'd fall off the street. I actually told to my kid, I said that to her one day. I said, look, kid, before she was taken into custody. I said, look, kid, you got a real bad attitude, and I could tell. I said, you look like you're pissed off and hate the world. I said, that's good. I said, that's just like your mom, just like your dad. I said, you don't really know your mom and your dad, but I'm telling you, I'm going to fall from the tree. I said, your mom is incredibly aggressive, and so am I. I said, we're not very passive people, and we're going to do whatever it takes to get what we got to get done. So we're going to do whatever's necessary and proper. We're going to do it. I said, so if you don't have an understanding of why you're so aggressive and why you got the attitude that you do, it's because I bred with your mom for that actual characteristic that I wanted in a child. I wanted a child who was very aggressive.
And you're a thoroughbred.
And I did not want a passive kid. I wanted a kick-ass kid. And you are a hell of a kick-ass kid. So I said, don't feel sorry for a second if you're a little monster, because that's what I wanted to create, a little monster. And that's what I said to people too, is say, well, why don't you get out of her out of social services? I said, are you kidding me? She hates it at foster care. She finally wrote me a letter, first time in her life, says, I never understood how much I loved you guys. I never understood how much I missed the farm. You know, she said, I never understood how much you people meant to me until I was taken away. And she finally wrote that letter, and I read the letter on my show out loud. I said, oh, I got an email from her. Listen to what she's saying. And she's like, Daddy, it took so long for you to come into my life. Don't ever leave. Don't ever let them make you leave Grandma's farm. You stay there until I come back. So I'm getting her to have such a buildup of hatred for the government, for social workers, for counselors, for teachers, for psychiatrists. I'm getting her to hate these people more than I could tell a kid, look, you don't want to be with the government. When they come for asking for help, run like hell. They're not here to help you. It's all about money. They're going to fucking take everything from your world. They're going to destroy you, kid. How could that really convey that to a kid? Say, oh, he's a grumpy old man. What the hell does he know? That's a nice, young, 20-year-old girl who came out of a, you know, some sort of community college with an associate's degree in psychology, and she's here to help me. Yeah, right. Sure she is. Well, she's cute, and she, you know, right. Watch what happened. You talk that kid. Watch where you're going to go. She found out the hard way. Good.
Printed that out, put it in a frame, stuck it in your living room?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, how much sweeter is that, man? You couldn't ask for them to do that. I said, that saves me years of talking to her saying, look, you got to be careful of the government, you got to be careful who you talk to, don't bring your private matters into the public, or you see what's going to happen. They did it to you, you're going to breed kids, they're going to take your kids from you, they're going to do the same things, vicious cycle. I don't explain it to her. She's first-hand witness that this shit sucks, you know. So, like I said, she had
he said, she said, she said.
Yeah, she had her own TV, a big screen TV in her room. She had ponies, she had chickens, she had cats and dogs. Now she's in a room, with a bunk bed room, with a TV that don't work and one bureau, wooden bureau. And she said the foster care family cooks one meal for the foster care family and cooks another meal for them.
Jesus.
Yeah. So. Oh, I couldn't ask them to do this for me. I couldn't ask them. You know, I was like, oh my God, hey, you know what you need to do? Feed your kids steak and feed my kids popcorn and hot dogs. You know, old, cold, moldy hot dogs. You know, like some cheddar cheese crap, cheese whiz. I mean, I couldn't ask them to do this for me. You know what I'm saying? They'd say, that's cruel, that's sick. No, 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 this will teach your kids a lesson. That's what they're doing. Thank God. You know, I was like, oh my God, this saves me.
Now they're prepared for what?
Yeah, now they're prepared. Don't trust the government. You know, stick with your family. You think it was so bad? Oh, please. Compared to what? Now look what you got. You really want government assistance and aid? Are you really sure you want free cheese? Is that what you really want, kid? You know, Grandma fed them great. You know, they thrived. They were band. They were in the Christmas play. They were in the Christmas musical. They were in the orchestra. And Grandma buys them a flute. You know, Grandma buys them a clarinet. Ponies? What? And now they're living on a fucking bunk beds, watching the TV that don't work on a wooden bureau dresser. That's it. My mom asked him. We said we heard him talking. I said, "What did you do at Christmas vacation?" We sat. What? Sat in the room. What? Did you go outside? No. Did you go shopping in the malls? No. Did you do watching any Christmas TV special movie? No. We sat. We sat in a bed. Sat in a bed. Sat in a bed. What do you do for Easter? Sat on a bed, sat on a bed, sat on a bed. All like 10 days of Christmas, they sat in a bed, sat in a bed, sat on a bed. When school comes, then they get off the bed. They've been in 4 schools in 5 months. Funny.
That movie in England, Oliver or something, he did the same thing. He lived in a, yeah.
Well, what I'm saying, how great is that for me to not have to tell my kids, this is what's going to happen to you. You know, you better be grateful as hell that Grandma provides, whatever she provides. My mom's a nice little old lady. She's 73 freaking years old. These are teenagers. You can run circles around that 73-year-old lady when you're a teenager. You know, the 73-year-old lady's looking this way. You can be doing 100 things behind her, you know. By the time she turns around, you're already in the next room. You know, how much easier can it be to get over on somebody than a 73-year-old lady? You know, at least when my mom and dad, when I was their age, my dad might have been 30, my mom might have been 25 years old. They were sharp and quick and they on their toes, you know, I wouldn't get a shit. A 73-year-old lady running your life, oh please. You know, a teenage kid, oh crap, you could get away with murder. You know, you get away with all kinds of shit while this old lady's napping, you know. But is there anything else you guys want me to show you?
Well, you start out with these 2 triangles, and I didn't really catch the second triangle.
Oh, the triangles was just what I was trying to say. There's a hierarchy in every society. There's societal orders. You could be let's just say this is the legal society, right? Okay. Let's do the Boy Scout society. And this is the legal society over here. Okay, and you got the Boy Scout Society, so, I don't know, Grand Poobah, you know, I don't know what they're called, you know. And then you maybe got headmasters over here. And then maybe you got Boy Scout, you know, leaders. And then maybe you got the Boy Scouts themselves. And then I know you got something called Weeblos, and I know you got something called Cub Scouts. Because my mom tried to drag me into this, and I refused to wear the freaking uniform. And I hated wearing a uniform. And I wouldn't do it. And but she tried to get me to be a Boy Scout, Cub Scout. I made it up to Cub Scouts. Good luck with trying to get me to be a Weeblo. That never happened.
What's a Weeblo?
A Weeblo, Boy Scouts, Cub Scouts, yeah. Yeah, that's what they are. That's the hierarchy. It goes Cub Scout, Weeblo, Boy Scout, and then like troop leader, headmaster, and whoever the Grand Poobah is. What I'm saying is, if you go to the Boy Scouts, they got a Boy Scout handbook, code manual, okay? They got a Boy Scout handbook code manual. Everything is written in the code. They'll say, well, under Boy Scout code number section 16.472, subsection B, you know, if you do this, you know, you lose 3 demerit badges, whatever. You know, if you do this. They got a code.
It's all man-made.
Yeah, but again, the legal society, you got like you got the Supreme Court, which they say the Supreme Court is the highest law of the land. No, it's not. The people of the land. It's the highest court of the United States government. I don't think I'm mad at the United States Supreme Court justice would ever be caught dead saying it's the highest court of the land. I'm sure he would say, no, we got a legislative, judicial, and executive branch, and we just happen to be the highest legal branch over these 2 sections of the government. But no, we're not the highest court of the people, because land, if you look in a dictionary, land, if it's not the first definition, the second definition, it always says people. People of land. So, no, you can't be above people like that. It's like the legal society, so you got the Supreme Court, and then you got, you know, the appellate courts, and then you got circuit courts, and then you got district courts, and then you got like the family, then you got the quasi courts, like traffic court, family court.
General sessions.
Yeah, whatever. The quasi courts are like the family courts, traffic courts.
Divorce court.
Yeah, quasis. Right, quasi courts. They kind of smell, look like courts, but they have no enforceable orders. They can't enforce upon you, executable, unless you voluntarily consent. Well, what happens is, say the Boy Scout code book. Okay, say we have a public law, right? Say number 1 public law, thou shalt not kill. That's number 1 public law, thou shalt not kill. Okay, everybody knows it's our law. It's the law of the people. Say it's the common law. It's the common law. Okay, thou shalt not kill. Everybody in the galaxy knows you shouldn't kill, so it's the common law. So then the public law also reflect that, you know, under Code 18. Well, first will be a public law. First the public law will say, thou shalt not kill. And then they'll enact it somebody will put a bill before the Congress.
Codify it.
They'll take the bill before the Congress, and they'll act upon the bill, and then they'll approve the bill, and then they'll sign it into public law. Okay? Then it becomes public law. That Fraggle Rock, whatever cartoon, and I'm just a bill on Capitol Hill. That's just what I basically explained. You got a bill, they act on the bill, they approve the bill, they sign it into public law. And then they take it, they're supposed to put it on parchment, like sheepskin. And all the congressmen come up, and you see them on C-SPAN, and they all sign the public law. Because it's small, it's just thou shalt not kill. Small. And everybody signs the thing, and then they take it, and they enroll it. And then this becomes an enrolled law. It goes to the Library of Congress, where it gets housed. Where they house it in the Library of Congress is an enrolled law. So, what happens is, anybody could go down there and take a look at the public law. They can enroll the public law, and they could create their own code out of it. They could codify it. They could make their rules based upon public law. So, guess what? You're going to have the Boy Scout Society come down. You're going to have the Societal Order of the Ku Klux Klan come down. Maybe the Legal Society will come on down. What the hell? They'll come down there. The legal society come on down. They'll unroll it. They'll unroll, have a turn and look at the public law. And they'll say, you know what? Thou shalt not kill. We like that. A little vague, but we like that. Let's make it that if any Boy Scout or any Weeblo or any Cub Scout kills, there should be this fine, penalty, or fine, penalty, incarceration, or removal of from their standing and status as a Boy Scout. So they'll take the public law, thou shalt not kill, and they'll create Boy Scout Code 132. The legal society will come down and they'll take the public law, they'll unroll it, and they'll codify it. They'll create a code for the people, legal persons of the legal society, and they'll codify it. The codification, the Virginia Code, Tennessee Code, is a codification of the public law. So when you're charged with a code in their courts, you're not charged with breaking the law. You're in violation of the code. They took the public law and they twisted it and manipulated it to a way where they feel comfortable within their society to structure it within their order. Just like the Boy Scout Society. They say under Section 132, if a Boy Scout kills, they'll be removed from the Boy Scouts forever. Another one will say, if a Boy Scout gets caught with a guy, he'll be removed from the Boy Scouts forever. That's Boy Scout Code 69, whatever it is.
Jesus.
But what I'm saying is they take a public law about indecency or whatever it is, and they'll codify it, and they'll make it
procedure.
And they'll say, well, if a Boy Scout does it, the legal society is going to arrest Grandpa for doing it.
And their personas in violation, not the
right. Like I said, the legal society. Say Frank did do something to a child in a public. Okay, flat out got caught. If there's a public law that says you can't do that to a child, so they jump on it. That's a public law. The common law. The common people will surround Frank and lynch him. That's what the common people do. If the common people see a child being whatever in the public, you better believe the common folk are going to get around and lynch the guy. Okay? That's the common law answer to it. Then the public law can get involved with it, because the public law got involved. You're going to send the legal persons down called the cops. The cops are going to come down and deal with him if he's a legal person. Since Frank's a legal person, they have jurisdiction over him. Like I give an example on my show, up in New York State, there was a 30-year-old uncle from Chad, whatever, who got his 8-year-old niece pregnant up in New York State. Obviously, she gave birth at the age of 9. Obviously, he got arrested. Obviously, he went to trial and he was found not guilty because he comes from Chad. So he had the ambassador from Chad, from the UN, come to his trial and said, hey, can you tell him not only should I not be charged with a crime, back home I get compensated royally for impregnating 8-year-olds, because I took time out of my busy day to knock up an 8-year-old. I don't want to knock up 8-year-olds, I'd rather knock up 18-year-olds, but it's our duty and obligation. As soon as they are ready to propagate, we pound into them and we produce, because lions, tigers, and bears drag off these kids at a ridiculous rate here in the jungle, and our mortality rate is 93%, so we have to pump out as many as we can, as fast as we can, like bunny rabbits. And people in New York State said that's outrageous. The only problem is, this guy speaks glue, 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 click, click, chop, chop. And they said, hey, this is the way it rolls. If this ambassador says, this is his beliefs, he's not a legal person, he is a Chadian from Chad. He has a duty and obligation to his people to breed as fast as he can, as often as he can. Because his mortality rate for a man is 32 years old. He's only got 2 more years of productivity, and he's dead as far as that culture is concerned. He's going to be dead. He's an old man, 30. So he's trying to pop out as fast as he can at 8. So the people in New York State were furious.
Thanks for coming down.
Oh, no
Nice to
problem,
meet
man.
you.
Take care.
Thanks a bunch. Tell Sean I'll catch him later. I gotta head back.
Have a safe trip.
All right,
So you see, that's the whole purpose about the legal society and Boy Scout societies and the societal order of the Ku Klux Klan. Everybody takes their own spin on thou shalt not kill, and they'll fit it into their world, into their code, into their society, the way they see fit. Islamic people say it's fine to have sex with an 8-year-old, start breeding. You know, people in Africa think it's fine. We think it's insane. That's our beliefs. They think we're insane, letting all that good, you know, productive youth being wasted until they're 18. we're missing out on the best years of their fertility. You know, they could be popping out 10 kids by the time they're 18. What are we doing slacking behind? Why don't we get off our asses and start knocking them up and start being productive members of our community? They think we're lazy, slackers. They get compensated for doing it. Well, obviously, the people in New York State thought he was crazy. But see, this is the whole problem, is when the people come here and they codify the public law, it's called, the company that comes down. There's a company, a publishing company called Thompson's up in Canada. They come down and they create all the United States code. So they come down and they codify the law.
Copyright it.
Oh yeah, because it's theirs, like the Boy Scouts. The Boy Scouts code. How dare we think we're going to use the Boy Scouts code and call it our own? How dare we think we're going to go to the Ku Klux Klan, the societal order of the Ku Klux Klan, and grab their stuff and use it as our own? How dare we use the legal society's paperwork? How dare we use their codification? How dare we speak it and think we're going to interpret it? Who the hell do we think we are? Are you a good upstanding Boy Scout? Yeah, if you're a good upstanding Boy Scout, well, guess where you are in a period, pal? You're way down freaking here somewhere. You certainly can't. We'll define the code for you. We're up here. What kind of badges you got? No, you ain't got no stinking badge. Guess what? You're way down there.
How might we communicate with our sheriff to, what would you say, affect our common law needs?
People got to
That
explain.
he represents
like I said,
the common law people and not necessarily the feds.
What I'm saying, it takes a while for them to get what I'm saying to
Pushing
trickle.
tanks and
Well, like I say to Bali,
drones.
Bali said, when I was in 2013, Bali thought we were doing great. I said, look, Bali, I said, honestly, I don't think we're really going to hit anything until about 2016, 2017. I said, you know, thank God we got YouTube, and I'm sure it's going up and up and up and up and up and
to
up.
wake up enough of our
Right.
public
Once
to
one person
realize,
tells another,
well,
tells another, I said, I'm sure it's going to go straight up, because it's funny.
and our language.
Well, what's funny, the guy from Atlanta sends me something says like the Malaysian blog spot, and he says click on that.